Hey, good morning. It's Lisa Loring, and it really is like early wee hours morning. It's 2:30 in the morning here. I just finished my Hi, Pete, what's going on? I just finished my homework. So I'm actually recording this live on YouTube and then on another laptop for Instagram upload. So I can do one video and both venues can get that. So I hope it works out. Anyway, I'm going to pull a tarot reading. So I'm just going to clear my energy and see what the cards have in store for us. I've been wanting to work with the flower therapy deck, and I actually got the Archangel Gabriel cards in the mail today. And this is an older deck that Doreen Virtue had put out. Yikes. I don't know what the copyright is on these guys. 2015. So yeah, about 4 years ago, before she decided to not do, actually clean that off a little bit. There we go. Not do her work, her light work in this particular avenue. She's doing it in different ways. Hi, Alyssa. How are you? It's nice to see you on here again. So I did get the Archangel Gabriel deck, so we'll use that today. And my cat Sophia actually pulled them off the table and was doing her own little reading. I should post that. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, the information is in the description below. And that will be included when this video uploads. And that will be basically where I'll upload this other video that I'm kind of taking at the same time. And then I also have a Patreon page where you can support me as well. And then you can also support me on PayPal. All of that information will be in the description below as well. Okay, so let's do the reading. What cards do I want to do as my main deck? Oh, here they are. Let's do the... haven't pulled them out for a while. We'll do the Gilded Tarot today. How you doing over there in the Philippines on the other side of the world, Alyssa? Yeah, it is the other side of the world. What time is it over there? Is it like a 12-hour difference completely? I don't know. Hi, Pete. What's going on? Hello, big boy. Maybe Pete will show up in the camera. He's here. Hi, sweetheart. One of my black kitties. Everyone thinks black cats are bad luck, but they're not. In Germany and Japan, they're actually considered good luck. Smart Germans, smart Japanese people. Yeah. All right, Tarot. What are the energies that you have today for October 22nd? And one card is already coming up. We've got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords. So we're making some decisions here. She's got a blindfold on. Hi, Sophia. But the blindfold actually has a lot of light around it, and I'm being drawn to that particular part of this card, and it's not something I ever noticed before. But she is in her blindness. She's actually, this is an opportunity to just go within, see your own inner beauty, and actually like that, no matter what, whether your eyes are closed or not, your inner beauty is sending out some amazing vibrations right now. Some amazing vibrations. And to follow those vibrations, to understanding what will help you make the right decision, what will help you make the right choice forward, and to also like hold on making that decision. That's the other message I'm getting right now with this, to not necessarily, and that's the overall message for the week, that for us to, we're going to be presented with a lot of opportunities that make us feel like we're pressed to make a decision or go forward with something, but it's not true. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that kind of, there's a lot of trickster energy going on right now, some like false urgency. And, you know, go with your inner light, your inner wisdom, and hold out just a little bit. It's not going to hurt you to do so. Just don't jump at the first opportunity. So that's just some of the things that's coming forward as I look at that card. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, my guides. Thank you, Kuan Yin. Hi. And the next card to follow up with that is the Three of Pentacles. So with the Three of Pentacles card, you know, this is a card of mastery. This is a card of mastery in the material world. It's a card of understanding and knowing, and that you are very good at what you do. And you know, and you're being divinely supported. You know, he is holding this, he's not only, he's holding a coin up, it's like he's making this offering. You know, I'm getting this imagination of I've never quite looked at this card this way either, but he's getting an imagination of an offering. He's offering something up and he's getting something back from the divine, from above. And he's underneath this archway. He's in a very sort of, you know, church kind of situation. There's a lot of that imagery in the Suit of Pentacles, but he is, and he's stoking the fires. These are, you know, his creative fires are behind him, and that's, you know, that's his workspace. So we're definitely creating something, and we are, we're giving something. Our communion with the divine right now is in place. So, you know, that goes back to that Two of Swords card, which was about, you know, trust your own wisdom. And here's the next card that comes up, which is the Knight of Wands. So, you know, this is that again, you know, don't fall for anything right now. There's going to be a lot of things that are very attractive to us right now, and a way to spend our energy and to kind of rush in like a Knight of Wands would be. And there's a lot of passion, but harness that passion, you know, harness, I'm thinking harness in terms of what he's got on his horse, harness that passion and let that be, you know, this kind of this stoking of the fire. Oh, I didn't even notice that. What also came out with this Three of Pentacles card was the Six of Wands card. So again, this is a victory card. This is a mastery. Like, you know, we've actually overcome so much, and we are celebrating, and we should be in the celebratory kind of like mode right now, for sure. For sure. You know, we have so much to offer. He's got all the colors of the rainbow. I keep being drawn to that in every single reading I've done. Is like, and I haven't pulled from the Wild Unknown deck, but that one, the imagery of the rainbow colors was coming through very, very clearly. And that promise of God, you know, that promise of God, you know, that Noah's Ark kind of thing. And I quite read that, but at any rate, somebody said a very nice comment. Thank you much, whoever that is. But you know, the rainbows, you know, it's that promise of God. It's that, you know, I have, you know, maybe things have been really, really rough. You know, think about like all of what Noah's family went through, for those of you who have any idea of the Noah's Ark story. And I think we all kind of do on some level, where, you know, this family and all of they took all of the, you know, the stories, they took all of the animals as we know them on this ark, and they were on this ark for like 40 days and 40 nights. It might have been longer than that. I might be confusing that with the Moses story. But at any rate, you know, God, you know, is like, yeah, I put you through all of this. You went through all of this hardship, but here's a rainbow of my promise to you that I will always take care of you. Take care of you. There's this universal kind of, you know, this universal give and take that's coming up that for me in this particular Three of Pentacles card. And so, you know, but, you know, and we don't have to. And so therefore we don't have to jump at every opportunity or every, you know, night that comes in with, you know, all this like flamboyance, you know, look at me, all this like flame, you know, but that doesn't mean, but stoke those passions within yourself. Like, where do you want to direct your passions? Like, a knight is not a queen. It's not a king, but it's more than a page, right? Which is taking the messages of passion. Like it's got these messages and it has all this passion, but he's delivering messages. He doesn't really like embody them like the way the knight does. The knight is definitely an embodiment. And this knight, is us being at the cusp of, you know, really wanting to dive into something. But again, harnessing came up as a word, and if something else, I feel like there's something else behind this card, but I'm not quite cottoning on to it right now. I'm going to try to see if there's any other imagery in here. But it is the fall here in the Northern Hemisphere. And it's just about where can we take our passions? It's time to take an inventory of that, and then we'll see where it leads, like in the next week or something like that. This might be a little bit of a weekly reading as well. Bottom of the deck is Three of Swords. So, you know, that would be definitely an avenue that might happen, although we might also be addressing some heartbreak. You know, this is definitely a week where I feel looking at some things that we've absolutely had to leave behind. And so perhaps you do want to, let me just make sure my other computer is recording still. It's not. Hold on one second. Oh, at 8179. There we go. Yeah. And we're still recording. Awesome. So Three of Swords, we're definitely having to leave some things behind. But if you are feeling this Three of Swords energy, and again, it's rather than look at like what happened, like all of that pain, like I was describing, and all that travesty and all whatnot that we've had to kind of go through. Getting stuck in this kind of energy is not good. And so, you definitely want to go to that high vibration, but the temptation to be here to be in this kind of energy is strong this week as well. Like the contrast is really very evident. And so if this is happening for you, yeah, that's happening for you, and acknowledge it, because if you try to bury it, that doesn't work either. But just, blasting forward and going into something else isn't the way to resolve this. And that's what I'm getting. Know that you've been here, you've done this, and you have something to give from it. And that's a place where you can harness and direct your passions in a way that can be productive and helpful and useful to those around you. So I would, definitely recognize that that's here. We've got the Seven of Cups underneath, which is a place of choices. And looking at, I'm drawn to that rainbow again. I don't know if you see that rainbow pouring into that cup on the side there, and the peace dove, we have a choice about how to look at things. And all of my tea, the tea bags, they have those little tags on them, have been coming up about that. All of the messages are definitely coming up in front of my face about how, we have an opportunity to either, look at things in an upside down way, but that's an outmoded way of being. Like, we have this very wonderful opportunity to ascend. Wait, Sophia? Yes, we do. And we could be in like this Ace of Swords place where we can direct that energy. Again, that's a direction of energy. Where do you want to put your energy? And wherever you put your energy, it's with this enthusiasm, it's with this solidity, this confidence of this sword. A King of Swords is behind that. Check that out. That never happens, right? This guy is behind you, being very decisive, very decisive. So we go from this Seven of Cups energy of all of this abundance and lots of choices. And you can be decisive about a lot of different things. Go for it. Go for it. So that, we got the Knight of Wands. Like, that's the way to go through it, with enthusiasm, with vigor, with an open arms, that kind of thing. So I'm going to leave it at that, because I know that this is getting close. This is actually at 13 minutes. I want to pull one from, I'm not going to do the flowers. I'd like to do one from the Archangel Gabriel deck. So we'll pull one from Gabriel and see what Archangel Gabriel, the messenger, has to say. What do you have today, Archangel Gabriel? Who some think is a boy, but might be a girl. It's kind of hermaphrodite, which is the sign of Mercury. That's the sign of the ruling planet of this particular archangel. And that's a hermetic one. And actually, I think all the archangels, except for Michael, which is obviously kind of malish, but definitely that male archetype. These cards are just lots of them. You have lots of messages, Archangel Gabriel. Just one message, Archangel Gabriel. Just one. What's the one message you have for us today, October 22nd, Archangel Gabriel? Have confidence in your creation. I'm telling you, I don't make up this stuff. I told you. I love that. You're getting divine help. Have confidence in your divine creation. Right? Three of Pentacles, Wands, you're creating from within. Two of Swords. Trust in the power of God's creativity, which is being manifested through you. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Drops the mic. You guys have a good night. All right. And